So I had this professor when I was in seminary, and he was my missions professor, and he had actually been a missionary to a country that was filled with Muslims and Buddhists. He really struggled with this because they seemed very sincere and they seemed like they were seeking the path to God. Finally, the professor came to this conclusion, and he shared it with us one day. He said, truth is like a mountain, and everybody's climbing up different ways, and eventually once they get to the top, they're going to see that their differences weren't so great, and they're all going to find God. You know, that sounds good. It sounds like so enlightened, and it sounds like something that can address that issue of sincerity, right? Because people are sincere. But here's the problem. Jesus could have told the mountain story. He could have said, hey, truth is like a mountain, the true path. And you're climbing up different ways, and we're all going to get there in the end as long as you're sincere. But that's not the story he told. In Matthew chapter 7, he tells the big path, small path story. His story goes like this. There's a really big path. It's like a highway. It's like a freeway, and a lot of people go down it. But it turns out, ironically, that's the path to destruction. And then he says there's this little path. I mean, it's really tight. It's tight on both sides. It seems to be uphill the whole way. It's not very attractive. And he says that's the path where, ironically, you end up with life. Jesus said in John 14:6, I'm the way, the truth, and the life, and no one comes to the Father but through me. Jesus didn't offer many avenues. He didn't offer many answers to the problem of sin. He offered himself. He offered himself on the cross to die and rise again so that everybody who will follow him and say, I need help with this sin problem, I can't fix it myself, and all the things in this world aren't going to fix it. Me trying to find love, me trying to find a better job, me trying to find success, me trying to find morality, me trying to find a religion. None of those things are the answer. Jesus said, there's one path, there's one truth, and he's it. So the only answer to the sin problem is this: Jesus Christ crucified and risen and coming again. Giving life to everyone who believes. That's it. There's no other sin solution. You may have some temporary helps that come along, but there is no cure except the cure from Jesus Christ.